It's time for you to die, old man. Even if you hadn't tortured all those people, the way you've treated your daughter is reason enough. You've broken Sheridan's heart. You've done everything to ruin her life. You've even reached out to try and threaten me. And I can't have that. So it's time for you to go.
Chris, what are you doing?
Rachel, what are you doing here?
I'm here for the same reason you are. I want Alistair dead.
Saying you came here to kill Alistair?
I wish. I want him dead, like most of the people in this town do. But now is not the time. And you can't kill him either, Chris.
Why not?
Because you would be sacrificing your life. You and Sheridan have a future together, and I don't want to see you lose that. Sheridan doesn't deserve to lose another love.
You're right. Sheridan can't afford to lose another person in her life. Do you think you can hear us?
Alistair, if you can hear us, it's okay to let go. It's time. Go to the light, Alistair. Go to the light.
Except in his case, the light is probably the flames of hell. Bastard. Why can't you just die?
Well, as long as he stays this way, he can't hurt anybody else. I come in here sometimes just to make sure.
You truly hate him, don't you?
I never knew I had this much venom for another. I started to say another human being, but he's not human.
Rachel, how did you ever become involved with him? Weren't you supposed to marry him?
Yes. I was very young and very innocent. And in the beginning, he was wonderful. He was rich and powerful, even charming. His generosity was amazing. He was so romantic. Just made my head spin.
What happened? Why didn't you marry him?
I woke up. I was living in a fantasy, a romantic dream. And it finally turned into a horrendous nightmare.
Rachel, I haven't known you for very long, but I find it hard to believe that you even considered marrying a monster like Alistair. How did that happen?
I was young and somewhat naive. It took me a long time to realize who Alistair really was. The fact is, I felt sorry for him. He was so needy, as though he had been deprived of love as a child. So when I showed him any kind of kindness or affection, he became obsessed with me.
And that didn't put up a red flag?
No. At that age, most girls are thrilled when someone shows that intense devotion.
So when did you realize he was a monster?
Alistair, what's he...
I was so stunned by what I saw, I almost fainted.
I'm so sorry, Rachel. That must have been a terrible thing for you to have seen.
It was beyond painful. After I'd gone downstairs to tell everyone that the party was canceled because Alistair was ill, I went back upstairs, and then I changed my clothes, and then...
Come in.
I sent everyone home, and now I'm leaving.
Leaving? To go where?
Anywhere away from you. I'm not gonna marry you, Alistair.
Don't be ridiculous. Of course you are.
Don't you be ridiculous. What's come over you? I don't even know who you are. And I obviously cannot live the kind of life that you want me to.
You will never be allowed to leave me. Never.
The next thing I knew, Alistair's goons were there, locking me up.
Welcome to your new home.
And that's when I realized that Alistair intended to keep me hidden away a prisoner for the rest of my life.
No one would come looking for you because they all thought you were dead.
That's right. No one even knew the cabin existed at the time. And I was in a room that was well hidden. Alistair brought me newspapers that told me of how devastated my family was about my death. And eventually I came to realize that I would never escape that place. But then something happened that changed all that. I knew I had to escape or die trying.